Hi, this is B team from Hanoi, Vietnam. This is our team leader Vu Quốc Huy, Phạm Văn Hậu. I'm Trần Phan Anh and this is Trần Đức Sơn. And we're here today to introduce you to Gear, our entry to this year Imagine Cup competition. First, what is Gear? Gear is a racing game. It is an amazing combination between augmented reality technology and interesting physical interaction between real robot racing cars. And with Gear, player will come into a whole new world with unlimited exciting experiences, and it is really a new experience for racing game lovers. There are two worlds coexisting in Gear universe, the real world and the virtual world. In the real world, we have real racing cars, and these cars will be racing on real tracks, as you can see here. And on the virtual world, each car will have its own ID and will be equipped with its distinct capability regarding its attack, its speed, and its defense. On these tracks, we have also placed virtual artifacts on these colored markers we call checkpoints. So each car can pick up these artifacts and use them to attack their rival. These artifacts, naming like cannon, ghost face, or tornado, although only virtual artifacts, but they can have real effects on real car or ride racing. We've also implemented AR technology so the user can see the information, the capability of the car like this. When you face your phone into the device, you can see its information displayed on screen. Now we'd like to demo a race between two cars so you can see how is it to experience with Gear. Here is the game mode screen where you can choose from different game modes to race on. And you can then choose the order of the checkpoint, the number of laps. After that, you connect your device to the car and start racing. You can see after really simple steps, you can establish a race. Okay, the race begins, and each player will control their car to go through the checkpoints. And at each checkpoint, they will pick up the artifacts and then commencing on attack each other. As you can see that real impact on the car to make the game even more interesting. Here, another one is caught on the tornado. Okay. Now the effect. Here you can see that the green one has won the white race. Now, Gear is a really interesting game, as you can see, and we believe that with Gear, gamer will not be restricted into the mobile phone screen, but will be open to a much better opportunity. It is said in Gear that player can design a creative game space with no boundary and with more interaction with the real world. Next, we'd like to tell you about the business plan we have for Gear. Gear aim at two different two different customers. The first one is the individual customers, and the second one is the corporate customers. For individual ones, we are looking at over 50 million players who are playing racing games on their mobile platform, and we are planning on selling our hardware, including our racing robot car and all of its accessory to these people. We've built different car bodies, each come with its own shape and size, and as we plug these accessories in, the car will ultimately recognize and then change its profile to adapt to the feature that the car bodies come with. And this means that each car owner will only have to buy the car once, and then they can easily change between profile through different chases. And this all depends on their strategy or their preference. To the corporate customer, we are providing gear as a licensed game, and they can distribute gear as a service to the people who didn't have the required hardware, such as the robot car or the smartphones. And also, we seek cooperation from these media centers so we can build up playground, build up racing stadiums for our user to really experience race with gear. For the distribution, we distribute gear through one of these channels. The first one is through the Gear Online Store, where people can buy and then upgrade their car parts. And the second one is through the hardware vendors like Element 14 or SparkFun, so they can help us to distribute our product to the market. To motivate our user, we host local tournaments, local events, so that these events will attract users through a special prize. User who wins these tournaments will receive special indexes, and these prizes will not be available on store. And also the car information of its prize, information will be embedded right onto the car. And it is our intent to create a real exchange market, so real car will be exhibited and then sold between users. One more thing I'd like to tell you about gear is our future plan for it. In the near future, we are planning on implementing the streaming technology to the user so they can experience gear in the first-person view. It would be a much better experience. And also, we are adding a new game mode, the co-op game mode, where the racer can race side by side, and each has their own role in the team. It all depends on the captain's strategy. And that is all of our presentation on gear. Thank you for watching.